Now open the Visual Studio, and here first of all we are going to add that entity model. Add new item, select the data, edit entity data model, and select hotel DB. Click on add, then click on next, click on OK. Here you will just enter the server name, your user ID and password, and select the database, that is a hotel DB. Click on OK. Yes, next, next, and here you can select all those tables. That is the table. The table is your this one, hotels, and that master table. That is these two tables. Or click on finish. Now you can see here that your ATMX file will be created. Here it's creating that your ATMX file. Now you can see that your ATMX file has been created with that all those tables, that payment, room booking, rooms booking status, payment type, and room type table. Just close and open the controller. This controller, right click on a controller, add one controller. First I'm going to add that simple that home controller. In the home controller I'm going to add two more action method, or one more. First one is that your index, second one is that contact, third one is that about, and last one is that service. Let's add that view. That first one is that your index. The next one I'm going to add, that is a contact, then about, and last one is that service, that is a service. Okay, now open that your layout page and add the link, that is your HTML link. First one is that HTML dot action link. So text will be the first one is the home, that is a text. Action name will be the index. The next one will be your controller name, that is a home. So inside of li, just add li and paste it here. Now for other also you can write first, then second one contact, about, and service. So here we can write like a contact, text will be the contact, action name contact, then about, action name about, then service, then another one is the service. Now add one more controller, that for room. So there you can add that rooms, you can edit or you can delete the rooms. So just what we'll do that, just right click on a controller, add controller, that is your room controller. Click on add. Here I am going to add action method, that is for room. Click on add. So go to that layout, also here come and add for room, this for room, this one will be the index, and that controller name will be the room. Okay, that is it. Now one more controller, that for booking. So right click on a controller, add controller, that is for booking. Add. Here going to write like a booking controller. Click on add that one, add view, that index view. Go to that layout, so add also here that for booking. This one text will be the booking, and controller name is booking. This one also action method. Okay, now if we'll run the application, now here you can see that home, contact, about, service, room, and booking, that all will be here. Later we will add that user employee login. so employee can log in, and they will have the right for the see only room and bookings. That we'll do later. Now we'll change that one, that names. So it will be the hotel management. So I'm going to change the name, that is a hotel management. It is a hotel management. Here also just change the name. It is a hotel management. Just save, reload again. See, I've changed, the name has been changed everywhere. Now here the first page, because first will redirect to that home index action method. So here I'm going to add that image. Just close. Here I have created one folder inside, and that in that images folder inside of the images folder I have added one images, that is a hotel, some name is there, and in that index, that home index view, that I have added one image. Now on the application, that class I am using that bootstrap, that is image responsive. You can see that this image has been added in that home index method. Okay, so like a contact is blank, home is blank, service, then room. So now I'm going to start work with this one, that particular room. So in that one I'm going to display that all those room status of the room, and you can add or delete and edit, that CRUD operation you can do for the room. So open that your room controller, just close all document, and here that I am going to use that your room index, this one, this two. Now delete this one is not required. Now going to add one folder, that is your view model. Add one folder, and folder, that is a view model folder. Okay, so right click on a view model, add one class. It will be, just open the SQL server. Let's see that one. First one is the hotel rooms. So this all field is required. First one is that room ID, room number. So let's start. I'm going to create that hotel view model. So here I'm going to add some field. That is the first one. I'm going to add that hotel ID. Then it will be the string. Next one, that is a hotel number. Oh sorry, this one is a not hotel, it should be room view model. Just change the name, rename. This one will be the room view model. This one room view model, and this one will be the room ID, and this one is a room number. Okay, next one, room image. So it will be room image, that one actually it's at the with the name. So properties string, it will be the room image. That is done. Now next one is that after room image, then room price, decimal, it will be the room price. Okay, then after that room price, it will be booking status ID and room type ID. So that one we have to use that select list of item. Okay, but for now I'm writing that booking status ID and room type ID. So integer, it will be booking status ID, and next one will be the room type ID. Okay, this one is a room type ID. Now open that. After room type, room capacity, room description. Room capacity. Room capacity will be the integer. So write the room capacity. Room capacity. It will be the room description. Room description. Okay, that is it. Now next one I have to add, that one is select list of item. So list of select list item. So select list item, it will be the drop down for that your booking status. So list of booking status. List of booking status. Then again the next one also, it will be the list of select list of item, that is for room type. So list of room type. Okay, that is done. I think all thing is here right now. You open that one. Room number, room image. For image also, it will be the for image string, it will be the HTTP posted file base image, that is for image. This one actually it will be passed to the database. Otherwise this one also we can write, but for now I am using that room image. Okay, that is done. So open that index.cshtml. we have to call this value. So this one here, it will be the model, and so press that Alt or Enter. Okay, that is done. So now open that your controller. Here I am going to create the constructor. Just select this one. Open the constructor, and what's the DB entities? That will be the room DB, the hotel DB entities. Create the variable obj hotel DB entities, and create the object of a hotel DB entities. And after that, now we need to assign some value. First one is that, because two things need to assign. First one is your booking type, and second one is your booking status. So it is a, once you are going to create that object of your view model, just this view model, create the object of this view model, obj room view model, equal to new room view model, and assign some value, that is a list of booking status. So now that we are going to use that from obj in your entities. This one is for booking status. So dot booking status, select new, that is your select list of item. Here just add that value. This one will be the to list. Now add that value. First one is that your text. So text one is that obj dot your booking status. The next one is your value. So that is a value, obj dot your booking status ID dot toString. Okay, that is for status. Now next one is that your type. This one also it will come as a drop down. So this one is a booking status ID. Next one is that your list of room type. So click on same one. If you will copy this all, paste it here, but instead of booking status it will be the room type. This one is a room types. I need to change this one to your, have to change the name because it's here it's coming that room type 1 because the table name and that your column name is same. So just change that, go to here and open that room types design, just change the name room type name, save it, close it, and now update the entity model. Open the model folder, hotel DP entities, and update. That is your room type. Finish. Otherwise delete this. Yes. Update table master room types. Finish. Save it. Now you can see the room type name is close. Now here it will come dot room type name, and this one will be the room type ID, that is string. Okay, now this value need to pass here, so in the view you will get in a index. Now start from here. First of all, need to create one button there. Once you are going to click that particular button, so it will be create one pop-up, that is a model. So it will be the button type. So button type is a button, and class button dash primary. So here add room. Okay, that is done. Now you have to create that model pop-up. So first of all, it will be that your data toggle equal to model, then data target will be the div add room. Okay, first one is a data toggle, that is a model I'm going to use, and target will be the div room. So I'm going to create one more div. Okay, so div this one, so ID will be that, and target I'm going to use that as. Okay, so here we have to use that class your model space fed, that is your fed, and role equal to dialog. One is done. So this one actually this is should be same with this. Now next open one more div. So class, it will be the model dash dialog. Okay, the next it will be the content, that is a class, it will be the model content, that is done. Now we have to start with the header. So div class, that will be the model header. In the header, first it will be the one button will come, so that for close, so that also that button type will be the button, and class with the close, and class will be also data dismiss will be the model, and inside that times this one for the closer icon. Now after that, here I'm to write like some tag, that is S4 tag I'm going to write. That S4 tag, that class, maybe the model title. So just check model title, this one, and here I'm going to add that is a room. That header part is been done. Then another one is that div, that is a class. This one will be that your model body. Just write something here, body will come. The next one, that footer, so that class will be the model footer. So in that one you have to write like one button type button. If I'm going to write like a save, so this one class, that button dash success, and one more button need to add. So just make a dollar and space, one more button, that for danger, and this one cancel or close. So that means it will be data dismiss, it will be model. Now if you run the application, now if you see that add room, click on add room, so that one is coming, that room. Okay, here we will going to add that all those control, that is a save and close buttons. Once you are going to click and close, it will be close. Add here, if you will click that close, so it will be close. This one I'm going to move a little bit down, so better will go, or here we can write div, so style margin from top, I'm going to write like a 50 pixel. Just run. Now you can see one button is coming here. Once you are going to click the add but room, so that pop-up will come here. One more thing need to add, once because I'm going to click outside, it's going to be closed, so that I'm going to prevent this one. So once see this one, I'm going to click outside, it's going to close. So this one I'm going to make a prevent here. Open that, this one you need to write here data backdrop, drop. This one will be the static, and one more thing is data keyboard, it will be the false. Just save and reload again. Click on add room, now it's pop up. Once I click outside, see it's not going to close. Okay, once you are going to click here, it will be closed. And once you are going to click on close, so then it will be closed. Once you are going to click on save, no, it will not close. Okay. Now here I am going to add that control. Close. Open the Visual Studio, that body part here. First of all, we need to add that room number. Before that, I'm going to add div, that is a class. Okay, inside that class I'm going to add container. So that container, after that container I'm to add the div, then class. This one will be your form group, so make a form group, and in the form group, first of all, use that HTML helper. This for your label for model dot your room number, Now next one will be the HTML dot text box for model dot your room number, the new @class, it will be the form control. That is done. Same need to copy for other also. First one is that your room number. The next one going to add the room image. So just open the Visual Studio, paste it here. For the room image, here I'm going to add like a room image. This one is done. For that input type, because here this one should not come, it will be the input type, that it will be the file. Okay, this one will actually it will be file. If you want, then you can write like a class form control. This one will be the form control. So next one we can add the name. So name will, I'm going to add that your room image. Then we'll go for title. So I'm going to add load image. Then for that is okay. Now next one need to add that because once it will be load, that's I'm going to load that one. Just save and reload. I'm seeing that. Once you're going to click on add room, once you're going to click on choose file, so that particular image should I want to display here, or maybe in the top I can display somewhere. We should display that one particular image, which image you have that added. Okay, so that one we can do. We are going to create one more, that is a image. So that will be the image. So ID, so you can give that ID image room, that height make it 100, and that width also you can add a 100. That is small, not too much big. That is a width, it will be the 100. Then style, you can add the style, that is your border solid. It is that one. That's all. For the image already done. You click here, close, reload. Click on add room. So here you can see the display the image. Here image will display. Otherwise this one we can move and foot under, means like a bottom. So it will go. Otherwise once I'm going to add some more field here, so it will be look not good. So I'm going to add in the this one, that particular room image will be the bottom. The next one, just copy and paste it here. Okay, so what will the next, after the room number, room image, then room price. So just add the room price. So it will be room price. So just add the room price. Okay, after the room price, what will be the next? Room price, then booking status ID. So means like a booking status ID, that means it will be the drop down list for. Okay, that will be the drop down list for. So what will to do here, it will become booking status ID. So same like here, that booking status ID, but between of that I have to add that model dot, because this one is a status ID, so like a list of booking status, that for drop down. The next, what is the next? So open that SQL, booking station, then after that room type. So means like a room type, what you have to do, instead of booking status ID, I'm going to change to the room type ID. This one is a room type ID. Here also it will be the change to the room type ID, and this one is the list of room types. That room type also it's done. The next, after that room type, room capacity, and then room description. So that room capacity, it after that this, here it will become the room capacity. room capacity. This can copy here. Room capacity has been done. Then room description. So this one, it will be the room description. It will be the room description. This one also room description. That is 2 is done. That all things is here. Room description is active by default. It will be the true. So to change for now. Okay, that is okay. Now I want more time. Just close, reload. Click on add room. It's looking too much big. Okay. Room number, room price, booking status. So this one also need to change that state, and name is not look good. But what I will do that this one I'm going to move to the 2 columns, because this one is coming into 1 column because it's too much long. Length is too much long, so I'm going to change to the multiple. So what will do that for that class, I'm to add that call made 6. Just copy this one and paste on another. Save it, then reload again, close and reload. Just click on add. So now it's coming into this one is looks so good, right? Because 2 column. And also now I'm going to change this one, this label. This one is not good. So for this, just close this one, stop debugging, open that your view model, that room view model, that room. First one need to call that reference, that system dot component model dot your data annotations. Okay. For room number, display name will be the room number. That is done. The next one for room image. Here I'm going to write room image. Just copy this one, paste it here. This one is the price, room price, and booking status ID. So just only need to write like a booking status. This one will be big. Room type also. So just room type. Then after the room type, this one will be the room capacity. It will be the room capacity. Then after that, if you look, this one is that description. So need to write like a room description. That is done. Okay, that room description has been done. The rest of the things is okay. Now if you run the application, now if you click on add room, now you can see the room number, the price is booking status, room type. You can see all those options is coming here. Room capacity, room description also is coming here. Okay, that is done. Now once you are going to click on choose file, so just here, once you are going to choose file, so once if you will select that one image, so that time it should be display here. Okay, just close this one, open the Visual Studio. Now we will start with work on a script tag. Click up here, save it, and just drag that one your script folder, or just drag mean.js. Okay, now start the script. Here first of all, in this one, that particular input type, here I have to write one more thing, that is an event, that is on change. Or if we are going to use that on change, so display, I'm going to create that one method, display image, and here it will be the this. Okay, that is done. So this one, this particular your math functions you have to call here. First of all, is the here dollar document dot ready function. This one we will use later. Now create the one function, and this one will be the reader, and here that type is equal to JavaScript. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise it will write like a result. So if first one is that your result dot files, okay, and your result dot file 0, then use the file reader, it's equal to new file reader, okay. Then file reader dot onload equal to function e. So what's the name of the image? That is an image room, so it will be dollar that has here that image room, because that we need to set that attribute AWTR attribute. What's the name? That will be the src. So that e dot or target dot result. That is done. After that, file reader dot read as data URL, then here it will become like a result dot files 0. That is done. So everything has been done. Here the display image, that input type. So here I have called that display image, this particular input type. On change my event, there is I call the display image. In the display image, first I am checking the result.files on first value, then I am adding the reader, that is one method, then file reader.onload, and here I am assigning that particular attribute, that img rooms. So if you will look here, this one is that room, because here you need to assign, and that read as data URL. Now save it and reload. Click on add room, choose file. Here I am going to select this. You can see that image came. Now we will work on adding the, once you are going to click save, so it should be saved. If you want, you can increase the size, so it will look good, because I have added to, I think, 100 into 100. Make it on 200. It will be a little bit large. It's a little bit this much big. Okay. Yes, okay, no problem. Just close. Now we'll work on a save. Just close. Now open that room controller, or okay. Yeah. Now we're going to start with a save. So button.type, once if you look, it's a save. So now I'm going to add ID. So ID will be your button save. That is a save. So now call this, go to document.ready function, $.id selector, your ID selector dot click, and then function the event. So here I'm going to call that save room data. Okay, this one I'm going to create one function room data. That till now it's okay. Now we'll create the one where that is a form data. It will be the new form data. Okay, so append that value. First one is the form data dot append. So what will be the append? First one is that your room number. So we'll go to that your button, that is a text box. For this one is a room number. I will keep that one name, that ID, that is a txt room number. Okay, and other also I'm to write like this. So next one is the room price. So it will be the text room price. Okay, done. Now it's a booking status. So here also it will be the DD booking status. Okay, this one is a booking status. Same for other. This one is a room type, so comma DD room type, that is a room type. And next one is the capacity, so just paste. This one is the txt room capacity. Room capacity. After that, room description, just copy and paste it here. It will be the txt room description. That is it. So one by one we'll add that form data. First one I'm going to add room number. So what will be the room number? Dollar your ID selector txt room number dot value. That is done. Same like other form data dot append. This one will add after the room number, that is a room price. So paste it here. This one will be the room price. Okay, the third one, if your room price, that is your booking status. So this one will be the booking status ID. Booking status ID, just paste it here. The next, it will be the booking status, then your room type. This one is a room type ID. What next? After the room type, room capacity and room description. So it will be the room capacity. So this one will be the room capacity and room description. That is a room description. That all this field is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 field has been added. Now next one will be the your image. So what will be that image? For the image we have to use this one, HTTP post, this one HTTP posted file base. So it will be that, go to the index, this one will be the your image. Now for the image, so just check that what's the ID. Input type, button, where is the button? This one, where is the ID? So ID, it will be the upload image, this ID. Copy this one here and paste it here instead of value, because value will not come. dot get 0 dot files, that make a bracket, that for image also I generated. Now we'll use that dollar dot ajax. I'm going to call the ajax. Here first one will be the async will be the true type, this one will be the post. Okay, then content type, this one will be the false. Then process data, this one also it will be the false. Data type process data is equal to false. Then data, your data, what will be data? That is a form data, so add the form data here. The next will be the function, success, that will be the function with data. Then last one will be the error, that error create the function, that is a alert. So write that there is some problem to process your request, please try after some times. That is done. So this one is that. Now create one action method. This one will be the HTTP post, and so need to create one more, or we can use this value also, but this one is actually it's not required. Okay, this one actually not required, but I'm going to pass this value. So I'm going to use the room view model object room view model. So this one will be return JSON. For now I'm going to add some dummy data, because once I'm going to save, first we will check that one if that data is coming correct or not. This one is an object view model, so we'll match with that your room number. So this one also it should be room number, room price, booking status ID, room price, booking status ID is room type ID, room capacity, room description, that all things is there. Now if we click on run the application, now if we click on a room, click on add rooms. Here I'm going to write 101 room number, room price is 4500, and if it's free, sing double types, room capacity 2, room description, room is good, and here I'm going to add the file, that is now if you click on a save, just make that okay, this breakpoint is coming. Now you can say that room description is coming, room capacity is coming, image is coming, booking status ID is coming, and room number also coming, and room price and room type ID is also coming. Now we'll work on a save. Okay, save. So first of all, open this one, object db entities. It will become here, because here I'm going to save. So what will be the next part is that where you are going to save, that is one is a room. There is one room table, room, you can say the room entity model. So here that is object room is equal to new room. So what will happen, that first of all need to add that some data, room number. So what will be the room number? Your object room view model dot room number. Okay, the next one is that room description, so that also it will come that room description. The next your room price, so it will be also room price. The next your room image will add later, room status ID, room, so it will be room status ID, or yeah, here it's a booking status ID. Okay, no problem. That is the booking status ID. Sorry, booking status ID. Okay. So next one is active. By default it will be the true, because first time we are going to add, so means like it will be the active only. And room capacity, it will be the room capacity. The next is a room type ID, so that will be the room type ID. So one thing is remaining, that is your image. So here I am going to use that for image, that image name that we are going to be saved. So first of all, I'm going to write that is a string image name, image, or you can write like image unique name. That is, for this one I'm going to use that guide dot new guide. That is the name dot string. That is done. Now next one is that, because here that it's a image is coming, that your that if you will look that image, this one is a hosted file. Okay, so where I'm going to save that image, I'm going to create one folder here, that add folder. So that folder name will be the room images. Here I'm going to save the images. So that is that particular part has been done. So before I'm going to save here, we should change the name. So this is a unique name. So next one will be the actual file name, or actual image name. So your actual image name will be that this one plus your path dot get file extension or get extension. That will be that this dot image dot your file name. So you will get that actually extension with that file name. This one is that file name, this one actually using unique name, and then your this one is your file name. But now I have to save that one. Dot save as. So where actually you are going to save, so it will take the server dot map path. So what will the server dot map path will be, that your application, that what's the folder name, that is your room images. So rename that room images, then plus, or you can write like a path dot combine also you can use, then slash your actual image. So it will be that here it will be the actual image. So here it's going to be saved. So this one actually it's your file that's fully path. So this one I'm going to save into database. So just press enter. So your room image should be your actual image, this one. Okay, so what else is remaining, that is room ID is not required because this one is a auto generated number. So that is actual. Okay, that one is your room images, that particular your name. So that because I'm taking that server, first I will check from till here. Let's check that if it's that particular image is saving or not. I'm going to make a breakpoint here. Okay, now if we'll run the application, so go to the room, here click add room, and I'm not going to add some data, any data. So just I'm checking with that image if it's saving or not. This one is coming. Once I'm going to click on save, it's came here. So because here it should be saved, so here it will check that this one is your image name. Okay, this one is coming your image name. So go to that solution explorer, and where is that room image, open folder in file explorer. So here you can see that this one is your image is coming. So first of all I'm going to delete this one. Now it's this one is saving correctly. Now close. Now after that, so what I will do, I will open now this one, your entities, this entity is going to be saved dot, because this one is that room entities dot add. So what it's going to be add, that is your object room. Now after that dot save changes. That's simple. So here I'm going to use the new, what is that? So first one is the message. I'm going to display data room successfully added, right? Room successfully added. Okay, then success, this one will be the true, this one will be the true. That's all. So here in the index, first I'm going to check here if data dot success equal to true, then alert message. So message will be data dot message, simple, that is data has been saved. So for that, after that, once it will be saved, so we should reset room information. So this one should be removed. So what all things, this first copy this one, paste it here, this one should be blank. First we'll copy that all. Price, value, booking status and room type ID, this one also. Okay, then room capacity, after that room description, and this value. This one room price should be blank, room status ID 1, status 1, capacity blank, room description blank. So reset that one here. Okay, now open the database. Let's check the execute this one. This is empty. Now close this one. Now run the application. Here that everything is been done. Okay, once that it will be saved, so it should focus here in that room number. So make your focus. Okay, now run the application. Now click on add room. Here I'm going to add the room number 101, room price 4500, and booking status free, single types, single, capacity 2, room description, room is good, and here going to add that image. Okay, that image. Now click on save. That room successfully added. Click on OK. See, everything is except this one also it should be blank. Okay, now check in the database, execute. Now you can see that thing has been added. Room is good, all things has been added here. That image, your room number, room price, booking status ID, room type ID, room capacity, that all things has been added here. Now first of all, because here once I have added, this should also clear. So just going to clear this one also. Should be remove attribute. Now add something different. Close, reload. add room. Here it will be 102, 5600, free, double, capacity 2. Room is very well. Choose image. Now click on save. Data successfully added. Click on OK. So now it's removed from the image. Okay. Next one I'm going to add 103, phone price 5600, free, suit, this one 15,600, 4, room description, choose image, click on save, the room successfully added, click on OK. Now close. Now check into database, just execute. Now you can see that there's all those records have been added. Now we are going to display that particular data into that here. We'll display the data here. Okay.